My connection is weak. Does that mean that you guys won't see me live? I don't know. Oh, I guess my connection is stronger. I've got crazy curly hair tonight. So I'm going to make this real quick. I'm popping off at 9 o'clock. I did not announce this live tonight. Hold on a second. I'm going to share it. I'm going to share it. I'm going to act a fool up here. Because I like to. All right, so this live, I am going to cover real quick. It's been spoken about, like, I can't tell you ad nauseum, so we don't need to really, go into that 90-day rule too much, right? Like, we don't really need to cover the ins and outs of it, right? Because everybody knows about the stupid 90-day rule, right? Hey, hi, Tasha, hi, hey, Riley. So we don't really need to go, I know, here I am. All right, so we don't really need to go into the backstory of the 90-day rule. I think by now everybody's very clear on it, and I hope by now everybody thinks it's really foolish, and I'm going to tell you why it's really foolish. So to start with, ladies, to think that if you wait 90 days, a man will respect you and then somehow stay with you if you hold off the sex for 90 days, you're actually doing the very thing that you didn't want him to do. You are putting your worth in your vagina. Now, you say you don't want to have sex with him too far up because then you don't want him to just want you for your vagina, which means you're still putting worth in your vagina. Then you say, I'm going to wait 90 days because then it's precious and then he can have it, which means you're still only worthy when it like your vagina is like all of you. Like, that's the most precious thing you have to offer a man is your pussy. It's not. Okay, it's not. Hey, hey, Q Nicole, peace, what's up? Okay, so let's just get that clear. You are demeaning your own self by putting some arbitrary rule in place that says, I can't have sex with you until this many days has passed by. It's dumb. It's stupid. I'm sorry. It just is. I'm not saying women who do it are dumb and stupid. That is not what I am saying. What I'm saying is that they're just misinformed and misguided, thinking that they can somehow earn a man's respect in 90 days, and then that will make the sex okay. So I asked men on my Facebook page and on my Instagram, Sensual Energy Alchemy, what they wanted women to understand. And the majority of men said that they want women to stop playing games. They want women to be honest with who they are and what it is that they want, which means throw away this 90-day rule or 60 or 30. Instead of having these arbitrary rules in your mind, and I loved the movie Think Like a Man. I thought it was kind of cool. It was cute. I laughed. Instead of having these arbitrary rules in your mind, why don't you take time to just get to know the person and then decide when you want to do it? So here's why that's probably not happening for a lot of women. No, ma'am. Here's why it's probably not happening for a lot of women. Number one, you're afraid you're going to be judged. You're afraid your friends are going to judge you. You're afraid the dude that you're seeing is going to judge you. And so out of fear of being judged, you feel like you need to hold on to the cookie so that he somehow thinks that you're a good girl and that your friends don't think you're a slut. Right? So that's probably reason number one. You're afraid of being judged. Exactly. Be your truth, live it, and embrace it. Right. Second, you're not clear on who you are. You think you're supposed to be waiting this entire time to have sex with this dude, but you really do want to have sex with this dude. Oh, wait, no, that goes back to judgment. That's it. It's judgment. You're afraid of being judged. You're afraid of being seen as less than if you decide to have sex with someone on day 1 or day 3 or day 7. And so out of fear of judgment, out of the fear of being seen a certain way, you play this arbitrary game of hide the cookie until you are worthy of it. Here's the thing. My vagina is just as much a part of my body as my arm is, as my mouth is, as my eyes are. If I'm not gonna, how do I put this? If I'm spending time with you, you're already worthy of me. If you're not worthy of me, why am I spending time with you? Why am I spending time with you at all? Like, what am I waiting to see? Women, we know within like 10 seconds of meeting a dude if he's going to get it or not. The ultimate torture fear is such a vibe buster. It is. We know when we see the dude if he's going to get it or not. So here's the thing. Either you're afraid to be upfront with what you want for fear of being judged, or you're not sure of what you want and you're not being honest and telling him what it is that you want. So instead of just being honest, and let me tell you, ladies, men love it when you're honest. They love it when you say, I dig you. You're hot. I really just want to have some fun sex with you. That turns them on. They're like, right on. And here's the kicker. They actually respect you more for telling them the truth. Then y'all who are waiting the 90 days to give the man this gift, and then you end up not getting the relationship you want, and now you're over in the corner saying, all these men are dogs. I can't believe that I waited all this time to give him this. I took this time to get to know him and him to get to know me. And then we finally got it. He just walked away anyway. Meanwhile, that chick over there, she been sleeping with that dude since day 5 and they still together. Because she was honest. She was honest with what she wanted. And he was like, I can rock with that. He can't respect you because you playing games. You know you want to have sex with that man. He can tell. He can tell because your nipples get hard. He can tell because your breathing gets rapid when he kisses you. He can tell when you start to try to slide up next to him. He knows you want to have sex with him, and now he's trying to figure out in his mind, well, she don't want me? What? And so you think that after 90 days, he's going to be like, yeah, you lied to me for 90 days, because you did. You lied to me about not really wanting to have sex when you did, but yeah, now let's make this relationship work. What? No. She told the truth to herself first, then his ass. No. The number one reason why women are waiting like that is because you're afraid of being judged. You're afraid that someone's going to call you a hoe. You're afraid that someone's going to call you a slut. You're afraid that if you have sex with him too soon, he won't stick around. But then you're still using your vagina as a bargaining chip. You still think that sex is the way that holds a man. You still think that's the ultimate toy? Really? And I'm telling you all this because I want you to be empowered. I want you to think beyond sex. I want you to stop looking at sex as this thing that you can hold over men. Because ladies, they can get it from anywhere. That's not the best that you have to offer. The best that you have to offer is not fabulous vagina after 90 days. And then tell the truth. Once you get him, you don't give it to him like you did that first month. You're playing games again. You're worth more than your pussy. So if you meet a dude, it is not a bartering tool. Yes, you may share it. You may share it. If it's public, you may share it. You are not your vagina. You are not your pussy. That is not all of you. That is not all that you have to offer. That is not the thing that you should be using to trap, keep, or get a man. And when you play these games of, I'm not going to sleep with you until you prove yourself worthy of my pussy, well, what does that mean? What does that mean? What makes a man worthy to have sex with you? Is it the fact that he's going to marry you? Because if that's the case, then be upfront in the beginning and say, I'm not going to have sex with you until we're married. Just let him know upfront what it is. I mean, if you're really going to do it like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're trying not to have sex with a guy in the hopes that he will respect you enough to stay with, listen to how that sounds. I'm not going to have sex with him as a grown woman because I want him to respect me enough to stay with me after we have sex. What? What? I mean, ask a man how that works. Men, what? If you're on a man, if you're if you're a man and you're on here, does that work? What do you hear when a woman says, ain't no way I'm a Scorpio, I need to find us? Listen, I knew a woman who, when I was a personal trainer, she was like, look, I have sex with everyone on the first date because I need to know if this is going anywhere. She was like, because if the sex sucks, it doesn't matter. So that was her thing. And she had no problem with it. And guess what? She's happily married now with 2 kids. 2 kids. So see, all this business about turning the hoe into the housewife is trash too. But that's a whole nother life. She's happily married. So ladies, please throw these arbitrary rules out the window. Don't listen to this crap thinking that there are no hard and fast rules here. If you want to wait till you're married to have sex, then wait till you're married to have sex. Nothing wrong with that. If you see the dude and you know that you want to get at that, take your necessary precautions and get at that and be honest with him up front. Or be honest with him up front and say, hey, look, I would really love to have sex with you, but I'd like to wait 90 days because I'd like to see if we're compatible and this is going to work out. Tell him that up front. Most dudes are probably going to be like, okay, that's fine, but please understand that I'm going to see somebody else on the side because I don't want to wait 90 days to have sex. But you don't want to hear that either. You want him to wait 90 days like you want to wait 90 days to prove that something. So, be honest. The majority of the men who have responded are saying they want women to stop playing these games and be honest. Be who you are. Be who you are. The correct man for you will like you for who you are, whether you had sex with him on the first date or the 12th date. I've never had those rules. I tried that once. It didn't work. It didn't work. That was it. That was the last time I did that. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, and that's it. And happily. And so far, me and everybody's still cool. So get in alignment with yourself. And it is so important to me that women get in alignment with yourself. Men, it's a whole different story. Women, get in alignment with yourself. Be clear and honest on what you want and own that shit. Own it. That is how you will have men coming around you going, this one right here, you see that confidence? She knows what's going on. She knows what she's doing. I want that. I want her in my camp. That's my ride or die right there. She was real clear up front on what was happening. I can trust her. But if that's not the case, if you don't, just be honest with them. Hey, I would really love to have sex with you, but I feel that I need to wait 30 days. Exactly. Ain't it's happening. I don't have time for that negativity. 90 days. Right. You sitting miserable. You sitting miserable. Wanting to get it. Talking about, I really want to have sex with him, but I can't. I got to wait because he might not respect me. I don't. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. Men don't. No. Not the men that I know. Boys don't respect women who have lots of sex. Because they don't understand how sex operates, how sex works. Grown men don't care. They don't care. Grown men can respond. They don't care. So, 8:57. I'm going to wrap this up. So, just look. If you leave this with anything, please be honest with what you want. Be clear, ladies. You are the creatrixes of your life. You are creating your environment. And if you keep attracting men who are kind of the same when it comes to sex or have difficulty respecting women who are sexually assured with themselves, then you're not in alignment with who you are. It's not the men, it's you. You're trying to be a facade of a woman who is sexual on the side and tries to act like she's not. And so you're attracting guys who don't know what they're doing either. Own your shit. Own your power. Make your decisions. Do it because you want to. Don't do it because he pressures you. Don't do it because you feel pressured that you can't. And be honest with him up front. I'm not having sex with you for 90 days because I want to see if you are worthy of my vagina. See, when you say it like that, it's kind of like, oh, what? What? But don't date the dude and not say anything to him and have him wondering what the fuck. Don't do that. Be honest with what you want, with who you are. Own your shit. And cut out these arbitrary rules. You'll know when it's the right time. Don't let it be the right time and you go, oh, I still got to wait 7 more days. You know when it's the right time. Get in line with your intuition. Get in line with your pussy power. Get in line with what your gut is telling you. And you will always make the right choices. I'm off my soapbox tonight. I will see you guys. Wait, Friday? No, I will not be doing a live on Friday, but I will be posting strange things on Instagram stories. So check me out on my Instagram, Sensual Energy Alchemy. Also, I am a firm believer that orgasmic energy is what fuels the entire universe. Thank you so much for the hearts. And so if you go to my Facebook page, Sensual Energy Alchemy, on May 10th, it is a full moon. I am asking as many people as possible to have sex, make love, fuck, whatever for peace. I want your orgasmic energy joining together. I think of like that Coca-Cola commercial. I'd like to teach the world to sing. Like that, like everybody holding hands, but everybody having sex. And when you're orgasming, sending out the intention for peace, because this dude in the office is nuts. And all this marching and protesting is just the BS. So I believe, like Dr. King, that love will overcome hate. I just believe we need to take it to the physical form is all I'm saying. So take out your protest in the bedroom and do it like that. So you can sign up May 10th. If nothing else, you'll just have tons of great sex on May 10th. But on May 10th, go sign up. It's at Sensual Energy Alchemy in the events section. I truly believe that we can save the world one orgasm at a time. I'm dead ass. So go sign up. You have nothing to lose and fun sex to be had, or masturbate, or your toy, or whatever. All right, that's it. Now I'm really out because it's 9 o'clock. I love you all. Mwah.